Welcome to Hope Beyond the Horizon and our new series, Testimonies of Transformation, where we share incredible journeys of faith. Today's story is about Charles, a scientist whose search for truth took him from atheism to baptism, a journey that began with science and ended with faith. Charles grew up close to nature. His father introduced him to the wonders of the natural world, sparking an early love for wildlife and biology. But one question planted a seed of doubt in young Charles' heart. When he asked his father if a spider would go to heaven, his father simply answered, no. This innocent question became the root of deeper, unanswered questions. What makes me different from an animal? Is there something more? Over time, these questions grew, and Charles found himself identifying as an atheist by the time he was in sixth grade. He couldn't reconcile the idea of God with his understanding of the natural world. As he immersed himself in science, he built a strong logical framework, concluding that if he couldn't see or measure God, then God must not exist. But as Charles pursued science, he recognized something was missing. He found himself admiring the peace and assurance of his Christian friends. They seemed to have something he longed for, meaning hope, a foundation for life. He would even attend Bible studies, but he couldn't bring himself to believe. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. Sometimes we all feel the struggle between our mind and our heart. But as Proverbs tells us, true wisdom often means trusting beyond what we understand. In graduate school, Charles met a couple who would change his life. They welcomed him into their church, listened to his questions, and introduced him to a dermatologist named Brent. Brent helped Charles wrestle with tough scientific and philosophical questions about God, and gradually Charles' heart began to open to the possibility of faith. Ask, and it will be given to you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and it will be open to you. This verse reminds us that God is waiting for us to seek him sincerely, and he will answer those who genuinely knock on his door. One day, while listening to a lecture, Charles was struck by Matthew 7, and 7 being read at the end of the talk. He felt that this was no coincidence. It was God inviting him to take the next step. He went to the church altar, prayed earnestly, and confessed, I don't want to be an atheist anymore. For Charles, it was like finding a light in the dark tunnel. He finally saw a way out. Soon after, he decided to be baptized, leaving behind his old beliefs and stepping into a new life. Charles described his journey to faith as making it back home. It wasn't easy, but he now walks with a light that guides him. His story shows us that no matter how far we may feel from God, he is always ready to welcome us back. Thank you for joining us for this story of transformation on Hope Beyond the Horizon. If you feel inspired by Charles' journey, remember that God is ready to meet you wherever you are. If you'd like more stories like this, check out our Testimonies of Transformation playlist. And don't forget to subscribe for more content that brings hope and encouragement.